In this video, we're going to look at volume and total surface area of compound shapes. So shapes made up of other shapes. We're going to deal with some difficult shapes like spheres, cones, etc. So your previous knowledge required for this is your volume of your pyramids, your cones, and your spheres. Okay. Find the volume and the total surface area of this shape. Okay, so we'll just look at the volume for this one. Okay, so I've got two shapes. I have a cone and I have half a sphere. So I'll do both of those separately and then I'll add them together. So the volume of the sphere is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. So the half sphere will then be divided by 2. You could just call this 2/3, but I won't. So it's going to be 4/3 times pi times 6 cubed divided by 2. So I'll just check and count for this. 4/3 of pi times 6 cubes equals, there's a full sphere. Divide that by 2 is 144 pi centimeters cubes. Now, I could go into my decimal, but I'm not. If I can get away without doing it, I won't write down the decimal version because I have to write it all down and I have to type it all in again. Okay, the volume of the cone. And you're given that again, so it's going to be the cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. So that's 1/3 times pi times the radius is still 6 squared, then the height. The radius here is 6, which means that radius is 6. I've got 15, leaves me with 9 as the height that's left over, so 9 would be there. I've put that in. And 8 pi centimeters cubed. Okay, for the total, and this is why I much rather work without the decimals, I can just do this so much quicker, is plus 144 pi is equal to 252 pi, which is correct. Or really I should put in my centimeters cubed, or 791.68 centimeters cubed. So there's the volume of that shape. Let's look at the surface area, the total surface area of that shape. Okay, if I do the separate bits of the cone first, right at the cone, is the curved is pi r l, which is pi times radius times L in this question is 12, which is going to be 72 pi centimeters squared. We're talking area. The hemisphere the full one, and this is an easy way to do it, is 4 pi r squared. So a half for one must be 2 pi r squares. Or you could do, I think most people would be comfortable with that. That's going to be 4 multiplied by pi, multiplied by 6 squares, and then divided by 2. .72 pi centimeters cubed, sorry, squared. So both of those are identical. So my total surface area, 144 pi centimeters squared, or 452.39. Okay, and if I can differentiate, find the volume and total surface area of this shape. So I'm going to look at the volume first of all. So here I have a cylinder and I have a cone. Okay, so the volume into the cone. Radius in this case is 3. This is the diameter. The height of the cone is 12. Take away 5 is 7. So the cone is going to be, just going to do this, 3 squares times 7 is 21 pi. Could type that directly in. 21 pi, talking volume, centimeters cubed. The cylinder, this is a shape you should know, is radius squared times pi, that's the cross section, times the height. Radius is 3 squared times pi times 5 is 49 times 5 is 45 pi. So I'm doing these questions without a calc. This would be my answer. So centimeters cubed. Without a calc, I'm just adding those together. 66 total is 66 pi centimeters cubed. I can do that quite easily without this calc. Leave my answer like that and it's fine. If you want the definite answer, 66 pi is equal to 207 to 3 significant figures. So I'm more inclined to leave it like this. It's less work. The total surface area of the same shape. This one's a bit more advanced. Total surface area of the same shape. So I do the cone. The cone is pi all L, which is pi times radius, which is still 3, times L, which is 8. This is L in a cone. That's 24 pi centimeters squared. Let's do, so that one is, come on, let's do this face, we'll call it 1 is the circle. So it's radius squared times pi. Circle is done. Not that nice to do this face here. This is a rectangle. Its height is 5. And this distance, the circumference of the circle is this. So I need to call that diameter times pi, which in this question is 6 pi. So when I multiply them together, I get an area of 30 pi centimeters squared. So I'm going to add this with this. It's going to give me my total answer. So 30, 54, 63 pi centimeters squared, or if you have worked it as a decimal, 197.92 to 2 decimal places. That's the style of question. Find the volume of this frustum. Okay, so this frustrum is a cone with another cone put off the top. So what you need to do here is find the total. Take away the small cone at the top. It leaves you with the frustrum. So you get the total cone. We're doing volume. The total 1/3 pi or squared is 14 squared. The height of the total cone is 20, which is equal to and write all that down because that isn't nice to write down. You could write that down, of course, you would be completely correct. 4105. And write down the full calculator display, 0.0144. I think it's 0.1. So I would write all of that down. And when if you use that answer. Okay, I'm going to take the one at the top. The smaller cone. Radius is 9 squared times the height of the small cone is 20. Take away 12 is 8. Just move the sheets here. Delete this back. So it's 9 squares times 8 is 216 pi. All that, I'm going to leave it as 216 pi. So my frustrum is equal to 4105 subtract 216 pi equals, now that's already on the screen, so whichever one you want to use, both will be the same. Go 4105, make sure you type in exactly what was there before, divided by, no, delete, I am subtracting the small from the large. Gives me an answer of 3,426. That's in cases 0.43. We're talking area, centimeters. Okay, there are 2 questions to have a go at. The first question is find the volume and the total surface area of the shape. The second question is just the volume of the frustrum. Question 1, with volume. Surface area. Question 2, the volume of the frustrum.